October 6th. It got cold last night. It was kind of nice. The tarp on top, this big Harbor Freight Special's got a hole in it. Found out yesterday during a little sprinkle. We had some water pulling up on this low spot on the roof. But I've got all the roof rails and everything else, and all this is dismantled. So it's water repelling strength is very weak right now. So anyway, there's a hole in the roof, in the tarp at least, and the roof. And we dripped some water down here and it hit the floor here. So I knew we had more rain coming. So I had an extra tarp and I kind of pulled it up at the top. And then I kind of did the same thing here on the ground with some plastic trash bags and kind of formed a ridge so the water would go in. I did the same thing over here. And then taped them together. And sure enough, there's actually a little water, pooled up here and everything, but for the most part the floor's dry, so praise God that worked. Today I've got to try and get this wall built, and going about it's been interesting. I think I'm going to get this beam in place across and with the other side there. So last night I was trying to figure out how I was going to make rip these long beams down to the dimensions I need. And I'm by myself, so I can't really sit there and push this thing through on a simple table saw. And then I remembered that I had seen some of these guys here. So yeah, it makes all the difference. This is the header board. I'm going to rip this down to 5 5/8 and start on my verticals. Got everything marked where the notches are for the horizontal studs. This is how it'll go together now. This is the top header board. Yeah. So I just gotta notch these out and build this beam and then that one. And that should be it. So I'm gonna take the metal off of here. I'm gonna take this baseboard and put it on here. I got it marked and everything like so, and then I'll build up my wall around it and hopefully be able to get it all square, and then we'll go put it in. At least that's the idea. Everything's custom. It takes a long time to make. Here's the wall. Essentially, this is what it's going to look like. This brace goes right here. So I'm going to incorporate in the lap 2x4s here instead of the 1x3s. The original design was 2 boards here, just kind of staggered and barely attached there. I went ahead and notched this so the load is going to go there, and still torsionally it'll still catch it here. So it should be a strong joint there. Anyway, pretty happy with it. Like I said, everything takes a lot longer than you anticipate. I've got my cross members lapped in place. They need sanded down a little bit to get them smooth and where I want, but they're almost flush. Everything's cut good. Everything lines up real nice. One thing I don't like is this. Again, this is the factory size board. I may go in here with another 2x4 or something, or at least something the same thickness, because it's just narrow and kind of a joke. So anyway, is it heavier? Yeah, but it would weigh like 2x4s more total than what it did before. So overall, not a big deal. I feel like this took forever, but it is what it is. Here's the right side of the slide. the new framing here. Header board will go here. Here are the cutouts for the factory sized 3/4 by 1.5 or 3/4 by 3s, whatever they are, the horizontal studs. I've cleaned out enough room for that, so they should slide in there. We're working on the left side. This is going towards the back here. I notched these out as a lap joint for 2x4s instead of the little ones. I did that on every one of them here. So this will be the door. Little side looking up. Here's my lower end here. Got deck screws going in there. I'll do a nail board on the other side of this, just like they had it from the factory, and also on the other side of here, and then probably some reinforcement there. But it is glued together. It's all screwed together. Should be a lot stronger than any of the factory joints or anything like that. So I'm going to get to taking the steel off, laying the template down, and then trying to actually get the wall mapped out.